Hello from Canada. I'm sure you're aware of the insanity we are going through. I feel like Canada is one of the test territories for the global plan. Am I just paranoid? Am I losing it? Do you still think there's a way out of this? Thank you so much from the you guys are punk rock guy, which you are. Hug.
Yeah, there are ways out of this. We are going to have to stand up. We're going to have to rise up against these officials who, whatever the explanation, are completely botching the response to the pandemic, and they are putting us in a great deal of danger, and not just us, but our children. And yeah, Canada is ahead of the U.S. Australia appears to be ahead of the U.S. in terms of the tyrannical nonsense. And, you know, the U.S. has not yet played its role in becoming part of the resistance, but really it's all tied up in there. I think the fundamental difference between this and prior outbreaks of tyranny is that because this one's global in some sense, the resistance movement has to be as well. And anyway, don't give up hope. Yes, we are we are going to find ourselves in battle, and it's one that we have to win.
Next question. The situation is deteriorating fast in Canada. Is it futile to think we can still live our lives without being vaccinated? What will it take to break the fear spell? Thank you both very much. We missed you.
Well,
I at one level, the fact that the vaccines aren't doing any of the things they were supposed to do at some point should get noticed by someone, but it doesn't seem to be getting noticed.
No, but it's worse. It's worse, right? The evidence is actually mounting that these vaccines make you more likely to contract the disease. The idea that that has not caused our governments to say, wait a second, hold on with the vaccines. Something has changed. Let us figure out what it is. We'll be back to you in a minute, right? That's what a rational government would do. The fact that it was like, nope, hey, the advice we gave you just so happens to still be the right advice. In fact, even though, in fact, it's obviously upside down. Right. That tells you, whoa, I can't afford to listen to that person. If that person tells me to ingest something, I ought to wonder if it's a poison, right?
Yeah.
So
that's right. That's right.
I would, can you continue to live unvaccinated? Look, I'm not advising you to do anything, but I would say your government has betrayed you and it has failed to do what it promised it could do. If you think that that failure is on people who have not complied, then look into Gibraltar, right? The fact is their one remedy does not work. So in light of that, can you afford to take their advice and just grin and bear it? How many times will they force you to be boosted? Right? They are exposing you to danger each time they do that. So in some sense, as appalling as what is going to happen to you if you resist is, how appalling is what's going to happen to you if you don't resist? You don't know. It could be 10 years from now that you find out the answer to that question. So I would just
on your feet than die on your knees.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want to repeat that? I think it broke up with Skype.
Oh, it's better to live on your feet than to die on your knees. This from the old man in the whorehouse in Catch-22, an excerpt that we read from some weeks ago.
Yep, it's the right answer. And, I don't think I owe anybody an apology, but I feel like offering one. I'm sorry it's that stark, right? I'm sorry that that's where we are in history and that means that you have to make some awful choice, but that's the nature of history.